Hey guys, welcome to yet another free class today. Now we have a lot that we're going to be looking at today. We're going to be looking at a monthly overview of our last month. How last month was. Last month was fantastic. We were able to make some money from the markets. But before we get started, I want to know who is on the call with us today. Who's on the call with us today? Who is right here on the call with us today? Who are the people with us today? Who are the people with us today? We have Bitong, we have User, we have Jumbo Henry. Welcome. So we're going to look at a lot today. We're going to learn a lot today. Okay, so we'll do a monthly overview of what the month of This song, are you laughing at my hair? I don't think so. All right, so let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen right about now so you can see some of the fantastic things the month of stock. Is Forex probably the most important business venture you can ever put yourself into? It's because you control your destiny. Last month, we did, on a particular account, I turned $2 into $500 last month on a particular account. And yeah, I had some losses at certain times last month, like 2 weeks ago, I had a major loss. But overall, we were able to withdraw a significant sum. And if you've been following our free signal group on WhatsApp, you would have noticed that we made a lot of good trades last month. Who noticed that we did a lot of good trades? We did quite a number of good trades last month. Now, today I'm going to be doing an overview of the major pairs. We'll be looking at Euro USD. We'll be looking at Pound USD. We'll be looking at AUD USD. Then we'll look at the XY. Please, so can you help mute your sound? I think I need to mute it from here.
Careful.
All right, so we're looking at these major pairs: Euro USD, Pound USD, AUD USD, Gold, and the XY. Okay, so those are the pairs we're going to be looking at.
I didn't get you clearly what you said.
Your sound was entering into the meeting. Like your conversation was entering into the meeting. Okay, so I said we'll be looking at these 5 major pairs: Euro USD, AUD USD, Pound USD, Gold, and of course we'll look at the XY. Now let's start with the unknown. Let's start with the known before we go into the unknown. Let's start with the XY. Now, what is the XY? The XY is what we call the dollar index. The dollar index is basically a graph that tells us everything that is happening with the dollar. Can you hear me? So it's basically a graph that tells us everything that is happening with the dollar. So that is what the dollar index is. So we'll be looking at the dollar index, and from there, we will be able to break down the various things that are happening and what we expect to happen in this month. The XY. Okay, so I already did my homeworks. I already looked at the market over the weekend, so it will make life easier. I'll just be explaining. Okay, so this is the dollar index, the XY. Now, as I have said in previous classes, the best way to go about trading if you're going to trade dollar pairs, is to first of all look at the dollar index, and then you're able to make a projection of what the market is going to do from the dollar index. So from right about now, we've seen over a long period of time, the market began to sell. Okay, broke this trend, came in, broke. This was around 2020, came into this trend, went up. Now in 2022, the market had a very major, from 2021, the market began to push up very heavily. All right, it pushed up very, very heavily, right? And this was the trend it was following. This was the major trend it was following. Now, one of the major confusions of this year is that the market has actually been ranging. When you talk about the dollar market, it has been ranging. 1 minute you think the market is going up, another minute you think it's coming down. So a lot of confusion, a lot of people have had. Initially, when I looked at the market, I was like, probably it's going to go up, probably it's going to go down. So it was unlike last year. Last year, you can see 2021, market was just going up. 2022, market was just going up. So if you notice from 2021 May to 2022 October, that's almost 1.5 years of bullish positions. Look, 1.5 years of bulls. So think about the tremendous amount of money people made from these bulls, because the market was clear. It was just pushing up. So the dollar index was clear, telling us the direction of what the dollar was doing. But from 2022 October, the market began to sell. It sold into January. And then around January, acted as though it wanted to go up. It now came back down in March into April. Acted as though it was going to go up in May. But based on what I have seen in this market, I am favoring the downside. Now, my favor for the US dollar is that the US dollar is going to fall. That is my bias, which I am holding, that the US dollar is going to fall, right? That's what I think. That probably it's going to fall. But what I want to try to do is reduce long-term predictions in this market, because really it is really ranging. So January it came in, shot up in March. So anywhere that really tells you, I know what the dollar is going to do, it's really not clear. Now, but the reason I am saying I am calling for the short of the dollar, or the short fall of the dollar, is because of this trend. So if I draw this trend, first touch, second touch, third touch, went all the way, it now broke into this trend. After breaking into this trend, it broke back in and came into this place and formed more or less like a morning star, shot back down, came in back into this trend. So it's doing high, low, higher lows, and it's showing me signs that it's like more or less like something like this, like a wedge of some sort. So if I do something like this, I'm thinking like more like a wedge. So the market hits this place, hits here, comes to half of it, hits here, it's going to come down, hit here, shoot up, hit here, probably trying to attract itself towards this trend line before the major pump to the upside. So my overall belief is that probably the market is still heading downwards. So that's for the dollar index. Okay, for the dollar index. Are we following? Are we there? So if you can take advantage of many of these analysis, I usually like to give analysis overview for the month at the beginning of the month. Depends on you. You take advantage of this, you may probably make yourself a lot of money from the market. A lot of people in Africa don't really still yet understand the potentialities of the Forex market. I think I just have to buy a Lamborghini first before people believe how much money they can make from the FX industry. And on God will do it. So let's look at Euro USD. I come to the monthly time frame. So on the monthly time frame, I have already marked my various levels, various support and resistance, support and resistance. Now, we are saying DXY, we're expecting a temporal windfall for DXY, right? We're saying dollar index is showing signs that it wants to sell. Okay, that's what we are thinking, that probably it wants to sell. So if the dollar wants to sell, it means the euro should be going up and other pairs should be going up, okay? But what we're going to do is that we're going to follow what the chart is saying. What the chart is saying. And what the chart is telling us is something quite interesting. Now, what do we have? We have this strong trend over a long period of time, okay? We had a very strong trend over a long period of time. So from 2003, it came back 2020 something, shut up, strong trend. And then we had another from 2016 to 2006, falling short and all of those kind of things. Now, this is on the monthly time frame. I have my various supports and resistance, okay? Now I come to the weekly time frame. Now, the reason I'm looking at shorts in this market, is because of several reasons. So in 2021, there was a break of this whole structure into 2022. Now it's retesting. Now, the truth of the matter is that with a retest, you may not really be sure where exactly the various significant turnarounds would be. So you have to be very careful. And I'll tell you what I think will happen for this month. So it shot back into this level. Then in 2022, you can draw this trend from 2022, touch, went up, came back, came into this level by May 2023, and it shattered the structure. Shot back into the trend, and it touched the trend. So let's come to H4 so that I tell you what I think for the month of May. So what happened here? May 2023, we had a windfall all through the month of May to the downside. All through the month of May, market was just selling. Broke out. So this was the breakout. Broke out, came back, touched it. Remember, the month of June, I predicted this whole move. Who can remember? I predicted this whole move to the upside in the month of June. I called it again and again. I called it from early June. We were eating the buys in the month of June. We were eating the buys. So you can just easily go to our YouTube channel. You can just come to the YouTube channel to see if what I'm saying is a lie, because it's already documented. So if you come I think that was 2 weeks ago. Forex trading part 1. You can see when I called it. I called it 3 weeks before, and I called it 2 weeks ago. I kept on calling it. Even in this video, I've been calling it again and again. So this whole move from here, I predicted it. So I want to predict the move for the month of July. Okay? So this move went all the way to the upside with touched here in the month of June. I remember I lost money around this place because I was still predicting markets to come to 1.110. So this was my overall trend, 1.10. This was where I thought market, no. 1.11. Yeah, 1.11, right? Yeah, 1.11. This was my overall prediction of the market, that it will get to this level. But it came around here and formed what we call a head and shoulders. Now, what is a head and shoulders? A head and shoulder pattern is market shoots to a particular direction, comes down, shoots up, destroys that particular direction, comes down, shoots up again, and comes down. So what do we have in this situation? We have a head, we have a shoulder. So this is what we call a head and shoulder. Very easy. Head and shoulder. So if you see, if you look at this, if you look at this place, this is head, this is shoulder. This is shoulder too. This is head, shoulder, shoulder. Can we see? Now, this is what we call the neckline. This is what we call the neckline. These levels are what we call the neckline. So once the market hits here, comes back to the neck shoulder and breaks it, it has broken the neckline. Okay? Okay. Now, back to what we're saying. So we had the shoulder, we had the head, we had the shoulder. So markets, I think I need to delete this for now so that I don't have too many lines. I need to delete this for now. So markets broke out at this level, formed the first sell signal, came in, sold again. So it was from around here that I knew that it was sellers had come in. I didn't know. I was still buying, guys. I was still buying. Can you imagine? So it now went back up, came back to this level, went back up on Friday. Now, this is my overall bias for the month of July. Okay, this is what I think the market will do for Euro USD. I hope you pay attention. Now, and then of course, I'm going to do Bitcoin as well. So we are never wrong. The market is going to sell down to this region, to this particular trend line. Okay, which is actually at 1.800. So mark 1.08, yeah, or 8,000, whatever you want to call it. So you can mark it as a significant, important level. So I come to coordinate and I change it to 1.800. So the first place I feel market will go for this month is this level. Now, when market breaks at that level, when market gets to that level, market will shoot up. Market will shoot up. Okay? Now, when market shoots up probably somewhere around here, it will not get back into the trend. It will shoot down. Now, let me explain something. There is yet another trend line somewhere around here. So this is the level that I think this whole move back to this level, because this is a ranging market. This is where I think market is going to go to. This whole move downwards. So I am predicting more or less to say this month sellers for Euro USD. That is what I'm predicting. I'm predicting sellers. That's what I see for Euro USD. Like I am looking at more of sellers to the downside than buyers. That's what I think for Euro USD. Now, the first move that I will figure out, now next week is NFP, so the market will give me a clearer direction for either an upward or a downward. I said next week, this week is NFP. Spoiled. Wow. I just drank something that had been sitting down on my trading desk for some days, and I didn't realize that it was spoiled. Okay, I'm drinking some. So the market will, by NFP, the market direction will be very clear. It will be very clear by NFP. But for this week, sellers. So if I come to M30, so what am I going to do on M30? So I'm expecting two things. So I'm expecting markets to break back into this trend. Okay, I think I should use this. Yep, that makes more sense. So I expect market to come back to somewhere around here. So I can mark a significant point at a whole number of 95. No. That's too high. Let's see 900. 900 is still high too, but see what I would do. I want to catch it at a sniper. 9250. Let's see 9250. 9250. Let me see what it would look like. 9250. 9250. So somewhere around 9250, I will short this market. So I'm looking at a movement between 9250 and so this is my first bias for the month. Between 9250 and 800. So this is my first bias for the month. So I expect market movements between these regions, either 9250 and 800. So this is roughly about 1,200 pips. So market is going to range around here. Now, after NFP, we're going to know if market is going back to 1.10 or is coming to this. So there are a whole lot of games the market can play. But first thing I think is going to do is to shoot down, right? It shoots down around here. Now, it could go back and go all the way up. Market could be crazy. And then shoots down all the way down just in this week. Because really, we have a whole lot of news this week. But my first point of interest is between 9250 and 800. So either we are shorting or we are buying. So you must always have a point of places of interest. You must have places of interest. So my place of interest is between 9250 and 1.08. So let's go to pound USD. And as I said, the first thing we're looking at is to short. That's the first thing we're looking at this market. So probably market shoots back to this region. I short it. As it's breaking the trend, I'm shorting it. I'm shorting it at this entry. I'm shorting it at this entry. And I'm shorting it down to this place. I take my first profits because it will even break itself. To break it to around this region, I take my profits, I run away. At this place, I'll run away first because that is a major support. That is serious support. You don't want to be around that place and you're still buying it because once it begins to get to these regions, around these regions, begin to take your profits because it could just shoot back up. So that's my first point of interest. Now, this month, we are taking quality trades. Quality trades. What did I say? Quality trades, not quantity of trades, because we want to make so much money by God's grace in this new month. Okay, so we're going to take quality trades. Quality trades. Everything is analysis. Once you're able to figure out your analysis, the sky is your limit. Now let's look at pound USD. Pound USD. Pound USD. Pound USD. Pound USD. What's happening? Pound USD. So pound USD, I have almost the same similar bias. I come to my monthly time frame. I have the same similar biases, for pound USD. So with pound USD, we had we've had sellers from November. So market broke at this level, came in, broke. So on the weekly, so around year 2012, 2000, September 2020, so it got to the all-time low, began to shoot up and all of those kind of things. On the daily time frame, market had been going up around here. It broke into the trend, came back, broke out of the trend, came back, went up, hit 4, broke out of the trend, went all the way back, entered, was just doing as if he wants to go up, wants to come down, now broke back into the trend and all of those kind of things. Now, this is the candle that broke this trend, finally. So if you can look at it as the candle that broke this trend, you can also draw another trend from here. You can also draw another trend from here if you like, you know. Of course, you guys know that I use trend analysis a lot because trend is king. So this was the candle that broke, and it's a serious hammer-like candle. It broke into this region. So for this thing, for pound USD, you could also say something like this. For pound USD, what I'm looking out for is sellers as well. Just like for Euro USD, I'm looking out for sellers. So my regions of interest is between 27,200. Okay, let's say 27,500. Let me see 27,500. It's quite high. 27,500. Yeah. So yes, I can use 27,500. Let me use 27,500. I'll take out this trend. I'll take out this trend. I'll take out this trend completely because the thing about pound USD is that sometimes it doesn't follow the trend. It does not follow the trend. So instead of using trend analysis here, I'll just use basic support and resistance for it. Yeah, basic support and resistance, and put our regions of interest, 27,500 and 25,500, or let's say 26. Rather than doing trend, I'll do this. So these are our points of interest. These are our various points of interest. Because you see this market, it may first go back to this place first on Monday. It may first go back there on Monday before doing any other thing. Now, here's the thing. This is what I think would happen. Market will shoot back up on Monday to that 27,500, break this trend. When it breaks this trend, now if it breaks this trend, it will touch this trend a bit. It will touch this trend a bit, shoot back up, play a little bit, you know, and probably break this trend. Now, once it breaks this trend, this is where, so my overall bias for pound USD is point of interest is from this place down to this place. So I can do this. I mean, what whole number is there? Wow, 23. So around 23. So the possibility of 4,000 pips, there's a possibility of 4,000 pips on, for some funny reason, pound USD is quite clear. So I could trade it this month, but even though last month our focus was really on Euro USD. So market could shoot up to this region, break, shoot, break. So this is my idea for pound USD. This is my idea for pound USD. So this is my idea for pound USD. An overall view of what I think could happen with pound USD. A possible overall view of pound USD's movement this month. This is what I think short term. I don't want to over predict because of how crazy the market is nowadays. It's best not to over predict, just predict as shortly as possible. So this is for pound USD. So for euro USD, what is our overall? Our overall is shoot back. Euro USD that's gone to pound USD. Overall is shoot back into this region and sell. This is our overall bias and then shoot up. So this is overall bias for Euro USD. Pound USD, this is overall bias for pound USD. Let's do AUD USD. AUD USD. And then we'll do gold, and then I'll give you my prediction for Bitcoin as usual. And I would probably trade Bitcoin this month as well. So if I come to the monthly, the monthly time frame. So let me mark. I haven't done any analysis, so I'm just doing it. So this is, what do we have? First thing first, normal level, you remove everything, okay? First thing first, I mark my highest points. Usually me, I like to start with 3 months nowadays. So I mark my highest points, I mark my lowest points. Okay, so marking various resistance and supports. We have supports downs. So I have another support around here. So I come to the monthly. So on the monthly, I want to reduce the levels, and then these colors are too bright. Now, I want to reduce the levels. So I have this. So you can see this is the head and shoulders. This is the head and shoulder. So I have that. I have this. So you can extend it further. You can see clearly that there are clear signs of major zones around there. So you can see very clearly that clear signs of major zones around there. And then on the weekly, I can draw this. So I've had signs of downward trends and downward trends. So many counter trends telling us we've been on a downward momentum for a long time. I can take this one out. And of course, I can even draw from here. I could tell that what had happened from this level. So we had a level around here, the price broke, came back. So I can use this. So if I touch, so you can see that that's the trough. So I can take this out so that I know what my trough is. Touch the first one, broke. So even if we're going to draw the second major trend, what I see here, lots of downward trends. Lots of downward trends. So majorly downwards. So October 2022 broke it. So we can see another major zones here. You can see another major zone here. So what do we have here? We have like a major support. What was this? Let me mark this. Let me use this tool. Where is that tool? Where is that tool? Where is that tool? Where is that tool, guys? Yes, rotated. Let me show you how this tool works. So it's very sexy tool, but I like to use it as yellow. And then the whole body as yellow. Looks weird now. Should I use it as blue? No, yellow. Then a bit brighter, please. Then the borders have to be black. So we had a strong level. We have another strong level here. So we come to H4. On H4, so many information on H4. So I can take so many information on H4. So February, we had this trend breaking this. So what I will do is that I'll clean this. So because this level broke into this level. Okay. So if we adjust it like this. So this my new strategy looks out for the break of the trend of the counter trend. So let me explain. What do I mean? So let me show you something. This was the guy that broke the counter trend. So he broke this counter trend. So this is the trough. So I will mark here as significant. So the next thing is to look for the next significant, which is this. Actually. Okay. So we have another counter trend here, which was the month of June. So price from May 31st to June 23rd, it got to that level, slumped back. So if I'm doing another counter trend, I can do another counter trend here. So a very possible expectation is that price could shoot back into this trend, okay, and go down. Now that's a possible expectation and come all the way to this level. So we have a possible expectation. Another possible expectation is price could continue downwards, shoot back into this trend and come here, shoot back, come to this particular level and go downwards. But right now, from what we can see is that we are in a very significant position to the downside. So what are we going to do? Mark our point of interest. Our point of interest for this market, for this month, is these two levels. So we have price moving from this level to this level. Is 60. 69. We have a possible 7,000 pips move in this month. Possible. That's on a larger time frame. Now on a smaller time frame, we have price moving from this level. I'll change the color to red. And then I'll remove some things. So I remove this. I don't need this. Remove this. Remove this. So that there is no much noise. Remove this. We have price moving from this level to this level. So let me take this. Keep this here. So that's the larger significance. 68. Let me see 500. Yeah. 500. $64, 500. So this is now my own personal prediction for this market. Let me come to 1 hour. So I think I'm going to trade it USD this week, because the EJ vibes, So let me change this to blue. So it broke this level. So we're expecting probably a retest of this level. Let's see. Let me see H4. Okay, so first law has been passed yet. We have a break of the trend. Okay, we have a possible retrace of the trend. Okay, now once that happens, so my own possible idea is that market should move like something like this and shoot up to this level. So that's my first idea for the month. Shoot up to that level, then shoot down to this level. So our focus of the months should be AUD USD. Instead of Euro USD, I think I'm going to focus on AUD USD this month. Because AUD USD, let me see Euro USD. Let me see how clear. And the clarity of it is quite interesting. Because on one hand, maybe I can do AUD USD a long-term buy, because AUD USD is showing me signs of buy to the upside. So that's broken this. This is another level it could play around there now. I don't think so. I think it will get to the trend. I think it will get to the trend before anything. But let's see. This is my overall overview for AUD USD. Let me see what GU first. Buy first. Yeah. because it's possible that it could even buy it to this level before the downside. Yeah. It's possible before the downside, right? Very, very possible. Very, very possible. Let me see what the XY is saying. The XY is giving us downward side to the dollar. So downward side to the dollar means strength of AUD, means strength of GU, means strength of, yeah. So I think I'll focus on AUD USD first. I'll chop all this move because the direction to the upside here is clear. I'll chop all this move, right? Because also we have a form of like, if I come to the daily time frame, let me see. More or less like a shoulder, head, shoulder, upside. This is neckline before it sells downwards. So we have GU, we have EU, we have the XY. Now let's do gold, and I can take your questions. Do you have any questions, guys? I'll do gold. I'll do gold. So on the monthly time frame, let's look at gold. Three months time frame. This is our breakthrough month for in the FX market. We're gonna break through big time. Okay, so we know what gold has been doing for years. So it started pushing up for years. It was pushing up, guys. It was pushing up for years, years upon years upon years. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. So there's no need for us to go to the monthly. Let's come to the weekly time frame so we know what we are doing from the weekly. So from the weekly, clean this. We had a market. So we have a strong major resistance from, I think, I've changed this thing back to black. What number is this? 55, 2055. Let's make it 2055. Even not even 2100, because I remember that, it's long. 2100. So that major level is so strong. Okay. So I'll put another level at around 1011. So I come to the daily. On the daily, we had a counter trend. So from February 2022 to November 2022, the market sold for almost 1 year. That's mad. Crazy. Sold again around here. So from 2020, it has been ranging in this region. So we can see that there is a strong support, another strong support here, obviously. Okay. Now, what do we have? From October 2022 to March 2023, so shooting up. It shot up, went all the way up. Now, the first 6 months of the year, from May, the whole of May to June, from 3rd of May, sold all the way down. Guys, 1 second. Okay, back to what I'm saying. They shut up, came down. Now, so just giving sell signals, sell signals, sell signals, and all that. So this was a major point of, okay, but if I'm going to look at it, I would say market broke from here. So it broke from here. No, because this is what broke it. Let me see on the daily time frame. This is what broke it. Let me see if I can make it black. Okay. So first broke it, came back, retested. So possible, this is where sellers could be to this region. So I could have the first region of interest from here to here. So I could mark from here. Which is actually 94.8. So I'll make it 00. Okay. 98.4800. So eight seven 80. Those are the places of interest that I'm looking out for. So these are the places of interest. So for now, we could do like this. We could do something like this. So it has broken into this region. We had a break of trend from there. Wow. So I like head and shoulders from here. We're looking at a buy to the upside. he buy to the upside first, then with somewhere around here, he sell to somewhere around here, maybe shoot up, sell downwards, somewhere around here. This is the general move I am expecting for pound USD. So, point of interest. First major point of interest from here. So I'll take this out first. First major point of interest. I'll make it red because it's a minor point of interest. Put it around here. Another point of interest. Coordinates. I can make it a whole number, 800 to 42. Yeah. So this is for gold, my overall interest for gold. Okay. Check all of this. Starts, background gone. It's good. So this gold, overall bias for gold. Overall bias for gold. Then finally, let's look at finally. So before we finish, expect price to shoot up. So we're expecting price movement up and then price movement down. Easy peasy. That's what we're thinking about gold. Gold is also easy to trade this month. So gold, all of them are actually easy to trade. But I will now give you in significance the easiest to trade based on setup. So we'll look at BTC USD. BTC USD. Okay, let's look at what's going on with BTC USD. Major support zones that we've had for years with BTC. Major supports. We had this, we had another major support around here. Another major support around here. And the major support. So let's come to the daily. So before that, let's get to the weekly. What have we had? We had a strong trend that held for years that brought about the almost sudden destruction of BTC. But something now happened around here. Okay. Change to black. Then we had the first price break failed. So I will use counter trends. Counter. Counter. So this counter trend. I'll use another counter trend here. Then this. So BTC on a significant region of support. Historic significant region of support. And too many strong zones. See, touch. Too many strong zones. So let's look at H4. My God. I think I want to come to H1. My God. This is what we call jaga jaga. Jaga jaga. Jaga jaga. Jaga jaga. Wait, I don't know. You just have to wait for it to leave these levels. That's all. You just have to wait for it to leave this level. Because it could keep ranging like this for a long time. So BTC, no moves for BTC. But of course, I'm still favoring the upside because of this was the level that broke. Let me see. When it first broke. You know, let me see what happened. You know what happened? This level now. So many shit going on here. Now broke. Now broke it. You know what? Man, avoid BTC. That's my own personal opinion because this is crazy. This is just crazy. The only way you can trade BTC is if you're trading on a very smaller time frame. Yeah. Just leave BTC first. When it is serious, you will tell us what you want to. And how long has it been doing this? Since June 21st. No, actually, since 23rd of June. 7 days of mumurity. But NFP will give us clear direction. So that's it, guys. That's it. So I'm going to give us in order of easiness pairs that we can trade this month in order of easiness. Now, so let's come to Euro USD, AUD USD, AUD USD, AUD USD. Okay. In terms of easiness, it's easier to trade. Pound USD, Pound USD, Pound USD. No, not so easy to trade because there's a lot of support. Let me see. Can you imagine the market has opened? So there's a lot of possibilities on 250. So a whole lot can happen with pound USD. A lot can happen with pound USD. EU, let me see how easy EU is to trade. EU, EU, possible. Pound USD, much more easier. Much more easier. We're just going to be buying these markets to the upside. EU, let's see. Yeah, EU buy first, but I don't know which one is easier. I think maybe EU, let's see. EU, GU. Actually, EU, gold. Gold is quite easy to trade. It's so straightforward what it wants to do. BTC is the last. Yeah. So in terms of easiness of things we are trading this month, we're looking at AUD ranking of trades this month. Talking about AUD USD, Euro USD, Pound USD, no, sorry, gold, talk about Pound USD, then we talk about BTC USD. So while we're coming to the charts this month, these are the things we are looking out for. We're looking out for AUD USD, Euro USD before, because there are more clarities, they're easier. All right, guys, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining today's Zoom call. I hope you got one or two information that are significant. So that's it. Thank you. Have a wonderful, 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 wonderful night.